So the answer to the quiz questions, and there were a few of them, but you can kind of see how they're similar. The first one was a commission question, and it starts out, her commission in February was $15 more than half her commission for March, but we don't know what her commission for March was. So we start out with letting that be X. X equals the commission for March. And then go back and reread. Her commission for February was $15 more than, so that's 15 plus, half her commission for March. Her commission for March was X, so half of that would be X over 2, or 1/2 times X. That's her commission for February. Her total commission for the 2 months, so if I add her March plus her February commission, it has to total out to $633. Her commission for March was X. Her commission for February was 15 plus 1/2 X. For the next question, this one was a rate times time equals distance problem. So that's one that you would set up using the box. Notice I didn't set the box up for the first one. It wasn't a rate times time equals distance problem. You need to know the formula, otherwise this doesn't work. So for the first one, we have a car leaves New Orleans 50 kilometers per hour, so that's a rate. An hour later, that's a time, a second car leaves New Orleans following and traveling 70 kilometers per hour. So there's there's a 1 hour time differential between the first car and the second car. So the first car has been on the road longer than the second car. So he's going to have the bigger time. So this would be car 1's time. And the other one would be car 2's time. Car 2 has been on the road 1 hour, then car 1 has been on the road 2 hours. He's been on the road longer. So put that in the box, X plus 1 and X. You don't change the 1 hour to 60 minutes because this is kilometers per hour. Everything needs to be in terms of hours, so you leave it as 1. Then multiply rate times time and put it in the distance box. Rate times X, or 50 times X and 50 times 1. And then 70 times X. They don't give a total amount of distance that they both go. The assumption is that their distances are equal to each other. So that's your equation. 50x plus 50 equals 70x. The other version of the quiz had similar questions. So again, for that one I would let X equal the commission for March and then February's commission was $22 more than half his commission for March. So his commission for March was X, half of that would be 1/2 X. That's the total February commission. And once again, we're going to total the commissions for the 2 months, and it's got a total to $735. So the March commission plus the February commission has to total out to $735. That's your equation. For the rate times time equals distance problem, all right, the idea again is similar to the one that we just did, and that is, I have to squeeze it in here a little bit, but you have 2 cars, and we put our formula up at the top. Put your information in that you know about the speed. So one was going 40 kilometers per hour, the other one 60. an hour later, so there's a 1 hour time differential, and you just have to figure out who was on the road longer. The second car actually was the X time. The one that's been on the road longer is the slower car. So X plus 1 would be car 1's time. And X would be car 2. Again, 1 hour goes in a time box, not a distance box. So this would be X plus 1 and X. Multiply through the 40 and multiply the 60 times the X. These two again are equal to each other because the distances are the same. So my equation is 40x plus 40 equals 60x. Again, there's no need to change the 1 hour to minutes. You're already in kilometers per hour, so you keep it in hours. And then set the distances equal to each other. There was no total distance given in this problem. You take a look back at your homework, you'll see one very similar to that.